Firefighters on the front lines have been working tirelessly for weeks trying to put out the fires up north, but now they say the very thing that may bring them some relief could pose yet more danger. Mike Watkiss is in Payson with that story. Mike?
Yeah, right you are, Patty. As we told you earlier, we spent our afternoon once again up with firefighters on the western front of the Mogollon Rim. Had been our intent to go with Forest Service representatives to a well-known fish hatchery in the area. It's called the Canyon Creek Fish Hatchery, a place that was saved thanks to the hard work of firefighters. We say we intended to go there, but as you're about to see, thanks to Mother Nature, this trip did not go according to plan.
First, they're concerned about our bus getting down the road. It's a very steep, windy, narrow road.
There is an old adage that says it's not the destination, but instead the journey that counts. How you guys doing? Where'd you go? Great!
Today we are trying to get a 200-foot mop-up, which is cold, no heat, 200 feet inside the line.
And today on our journey, deep inside the fire-restricted zone of the Chediski wildfire's west flank, while we failed to reach our destination of the Canyon Creek Fish Hatchery, we still encountered plenty of drama and witnessed firsthand perhaps one of the most significant developments to date.
Division Sierra, showers and thunderstorms are developing over portions of the fire. These storms have the potential to produce erratic winds 15 to 25 miles per hour with gusts near 35.
Our trip down to the fish hatchery has been canceled because it's a low-lying area and we have the potential for rain.
There's lots of unburned fuel down there, and the safety officer is worried about lightning actually starting a new fire inside this fire. That actually could happen.
And at this period, if we get lightning, we're off to the races again.
And I'm hearing a rumble right now.
They've been clapping ever since you guys pulled the bus up, and that was the reason why we stopped. It wasn't a real lightning issue that we were concerned about down in the bottom at the hatchery. It's more of a flash flood and debris avalanche issues that we were worried about.
Right, you guys got to face a lot of problems out here, don't you?
There's a lot of hazards to the job. Indeed,
because of the potential for lightning, rain, and wind, our trip cut short 3.5 miles from the fish hatchery, along a dirt track known as the Young Road, the fire's western perimeter, where on this day, a hotshot crew from Los Angeles, busy putting out hot spots along a burnout line, ignited last week in a thus far successful attempt to keep the Chediski fire corralled. I know a couple of young men from L.A. end up on the top of a mountain fighting a fire in Arizona.
Yeah.
Well, that's our job. We go everywhere.
Yeah.
With the hotshot crew that we're on, we go wherever they send us. Any forest, any place.
Hotshots are like the Marines. Smoke jumpers are like the airborne rangers of the firefighting world.
These are guys who go into the worst conditions,
yes,
face the worst assignments.
That's right. They get the tough jobs.
With the fire behavior that we had the day after we lit this off, it was a good thing we lit it off because it was impressive.
What do you mean, the fire coming at this line?
The fire moving into this area and up through the chutes and stuff. There's no way we'd have held this road. No way.
Without these lines, without the
burnout lines that we put in.
Right. And today, once again, we can report that that line is holding, and now the sky clouded, not with smoke, but with the potential for rain and lightning, cutting our trip short, but bringing the possibility of much-needed rain and also the threat of fire starting strikes from heaven. Yeah, it's sort of a scary scenario, Patty, but we cannot overemphasize what a great job the firefighters are doing up there. And I'm not the only one to say that. Nice lady, come on in here. It's Jean. She just cross-stitched this. It's sort of a little commemorative. What is this exactly? Just a
counted cross-stitch.
Counted cross-stitch. And it's basically to the Heber Overguard Fire Department, and it says, with our deepest thanks from your friends and neighbors. Jean, I know a lot of people are going to appreciate that up at the firehouse, and these guys have really done a great job, and of course everybody very appreciative.
Absolutely. Think of all the homes that they saved. Thank you very much for that, Mike.